Milling Through History presents Audie Murphy. Audie Murphy is an American hero who received every military combat award for valor. In addition, received awards for bravery from both France and Belgium. And this man is a unique figure in history, and the inspiration for this particular film was namely from our Sergeant York video, as viewers had compared both York and Murphy for their heroism in both the First and Second World War. And as such, we're going to look at this second American hero for his valor and have a better idea of who he was. Audie Murphy was born June 20th, 1925 in Kingston, Texas. He was the seventh of 12 children and was prone to mood swings and an explosive temper. Dropping out of school in the 5th grade, Murphy began a career of picking cotton for $1 a day and became skilled with a rifle, allowing him to hunt small game animals to provide food for his family. His father had abandoned the family, and his mother passed away in 1941 when he was 16. His 3 youngest siblings would be placed into a Christian orphanage, and a young Audie Murphy would soon find himself in the crux of a major historical moment. With a strong desire to join the military, the opportunity to join would occur after the attack of Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. Now, while Murphy had a dream of joining the military, there was one small hindrance to it, namely his age. While he had all the drive and passion to become part of the United States military, recruiters very quickly pointed out he wasn't 18, and as such, he would be sent away. While his age was a factor, another issue which also presented itself was that he was severely underweight, and as such, he needed to bulk up. Through a sworn affidavit by his sister, Audie Murphy was able to convince recruiters that he actually was 18, and as such, lying about his age allowed him to get into the military. Upon joining in 1942, he would go through basic training and earn the marksman badge with rifle component bar and the expert badge with bayonet component bar. His first action would occur in the Mediterranean theater, where he would take part in the invasion of Sicily, the invasion of Italy, and the liberation of Rome. Murphy would be distinguished in the Mediterranean theater multiple times during the campaign, having earned the Bronze Star with the V device, Combat Infantry Badge, a Bronze Oak Leaf Cluster, and would be promoted to Platoon Sergeant. Many people would noted that Murphy's ability to lead men in combat and keep his calm under pressure was an admirable trait, and would serve him very well in future combat. His platoon would be moved from the Mediterranean theater into the Southern France theater, and in going into this particular area, he would receive the majority of his honors. His most notable moments of the war would occur when Murphy would single-handedly take fire from German soldiers as he was staying ahead of his own men and directing them as to where they needed to go while on the battlefield. In doing so, he received the Medal of Honor for his actions at the Colmar Pocket, along with the Purple Heart. Following the conclusion of the Second World War, Murphy was promoted to the rank of First Lieutenant and found himself part of the Texas National Guard, where, within that unit, he would be promoted to the rank of Major. And even though he would want to go see action in Korea, the Texas National Guard was never activated to go. And so he would spend the next military conflict that the United States had on the home front. Starting in 1948, Murphy would go into show business and made 40 films and 1 television series. But during this time, though, Audie Murphy would become a major advocate for those who suffered from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. As a sufferer himself, he understood exactly what it was that soldiers returning from the front lines were going through, and as such, he was one of the individuals responsible for helping to make this be seen as a real medical condition and not just something that others would look down upon as cowardice. Now, even though Audie Murphy was rather reluctant to play himself within the film To Hell and Back, he would eventually come around to do so, and this would be the most successful film he ever made. The reason for it is because, since he played himself, he provided a high degree of authenticity, and as such, people had a much better idea of not only what drove him as a soldier, but it allowed him to no longer need to worry about acting, but instead just to go back into something he was very comfortable in. With a 23-year career already well established, the sky seemed to be the limit for Audie Murphy. However, unfortunately, it was the sky where Murphy would find his own end. On May 28, 1971, Audie Murphy died in a plane crash on Brush Mountain near Catawba, Virginia. His death shocked the nation, and he would be given a hero's burial. His grave is located in Arlington National Cemetery and is one of the most popular locations to go to for those who want to remember this great American hero. For more information, please consider these suggested titles. Be sure to click on the left-hand side of the screen to subscribe to our show, and on the right-hand side for our latest episode. And we will see you again for the next episode of Milling Through History.